Two Stories by Joshua Kemble. Chapter 1. The Stakes. Ways to kill yourself painlessly. Click. Unfortunately, the search results weren't very helpful. If I looked up something like how to fix a flat tire, I would have gotten results. Yet this search, one which I'd imagine many rational thinkers had looked into once they'd thought it out entirely, yielded only mildly related results. Most consisted of depression hotlines, suicide prevention chat rooms, and forums where anonymous trolls decided to inform the poor bastard who had the balls to make a post about the question how badly he should do the deed, but would then go on to explain only painful ways to proceed. The problem was, I totally understood the guy. Mind you, I wasn't going to be as socially clueless as he was and put it out there like that. I just figured enough people must have a fairly reasoned out idea that they'd like to just go ahead and get it over with. But much like me, were simply cowards and thus wanted to ensure a painless way of going. I'm pretty sure to write Hamlet's moment of desperation, Shakespeare must have at one time wondered whether or not to kill himself. Then had, as Hamlet did, decided, conscience does make cowards of us all. Most folks I know love It's a Wonderful Life, but never put two and two together. That George Bailey, had there been no angel, would have done it. He would have jumped off that bridge. And even more frustratingly, for people like me, people who fail, George really did have a lot going for him. I had a feeling that if Clarence the angel had visited me, he would have concluded, "You see, Josh, you really had a terrible life. Get on with it. It's a terrible life." I searched around a bit more online. Turns out, at least from my short search, there aren't any surefire ways to kill yourself painlessly. Actually, sometimes even painfully. Lots of people wind up living, but with terrible damage from their attempt that makes their life later a much larger hell than the one they were trying to escape from. Also, apparently lots of people's families get pissed at the person who killed themselves, or it encourages multiple suicides to follow, like dominoes getting knocked down or something. None of this information was helping me, so I quickly decided to jump off of Burnside Bridge. The fall would most likely kill me, and if not, the water would definitely add those extra flourishes to the deed. Then I'd finally be able to not think and hope, then be let down, see everyone around me die, then die. I could just cut the suffering short and die now. Win-win. The suicide game, the sophomoric game of shortcuts. I went to Google Maps and looked up the bus route. It wasn't bad. If I could have driven, I would have, but I didn't have a license. Anyhow, I put on my coat, picked up my sketchbook, pen, cigarettes, then put them in a side bag. I fed the dogs. Slam. To be continued. This is a sample of the ongoing serialized graphic novel at quarterlystories.com.